Ladies and gentlemen, entering from the right of the auditorium, please welcome the educational leaders and special guests of ArtCenter College of Design. ArtCenter is pleased to recognize our distinguished faculty. Center aisles, please welcome the Fall 2016 graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of ArtCenter College of Design, Dr. Lorne Buckman.
Thank you and good morning. As president of the college, and if you'll bear with me, as an exceedingly proud new ArtCenter dad, it's an honor to welcome you today to the graduating class of 2016, fall 2016. And to celebrate this moment and to recognize the achievement and promise of our graduates, I will today offer 3 stories of this past term. 3 projects that give evidence not only of our students' prodigious skill and imagination, but also of a hope born of their creativity. A hope I find thoroughly heartening, to paraphrase the famous proverb, in these interesting times. The specific projects I cite touched me. They wowed me. They're not meant to be representative of ArtCenter's full disciplinary spectrum, but they do reveal a common denominator, a spooky common denominator, present in the work of our students, the illustrations, the films, the photographs, the staggeringly beautiful imaginary worlds, cars, media, graphics, environments, inventions, and multiple problems solved. Artist Lab Berlin initiative. The situation concerns the plans of the City of Berlin to close Tegel International Airport and reimagine it as a smart city. Named the Urban Tech Republic, the initiative is set to transform the airport into a rich venue and model city for sustainable green technology. The ArtCenter students went to Berlin to conceive City X, a design model that opens the Smart City initiative to the people, tapping into the rich fabric of creative industry, startup entrepreneurs, and hacker culture. Through our own developed social texture, that process the students built through that 4 distinct campaigns for outreach and inclusion. I attended the final presentations last week. I was certainly compelled by the solutions offered, many of them brilliant. But to be honest, the experience for me was most powerful because of the questions that were behind the work. Questions that our students had the courage to take on. One group morphed the rather commonplace notion of a love-hate relationship with technology into a penetrating question about the accommodation of contradiction in our lives. Others took a seemingly straightforward perception about fear to ask about how fear itself can be elemental to human experience. Bravery means being vulnerable, they wrote, and human fear, accepted and acknowledged, is an inspiration for innovation and discovery. Other students found their vision through questions of cultural difference and our emerging strategies of isolation. Theirs was a specific interest in walls of separation, with fitting echo to the history of the host city that was their laboratory. What struck me was a driving wisdom. Removing walls requires that we look at the emotional reasons for their construction in the first place. The call for diversity of the world they were designing could only emerge from deep personal reflection. In a similar vein, the final team focused on the challenge of the individual journey toward authenticity. We must share who we are. Be honest with ourselves, first of all, they determined, if we are to make the world a better place. These were the driving issues. And then the creative process took its course. A second project this term included students who went to Cuba as part of our Social Impact Design Matters project. The project's title, Fresh Eyes Cuba. It featured collaboration with students from Havana's design school, ISD. The focus of the work concerned the question of seeing itself, seeing through cliché, and recognizing the lens we bring to a political and cultural other. The challenge was for the ArtCenter and Cuban students to work in teams to create pop-up exhibitions on the ISD campus. Our students sought guidance first from their counterparts from Cuba. The questions arose through careful listening, not from the outsider's agenda. I went to see the installation on our campus that recreated the central pieces of each exhibit. The deeply transformative and personal relationships the students formed with their Cuban counterparts were unmistakable, and the cross-cultural exchange through the form of the exhibition itself felt to me like this wonderful fantasia of invention. Here is just a brief sense of what they did. One team explored the relationship of visioning a new future with the overwhelming impulse to erase the past, a tension the Cuban students expressed about their experience amid political, economic, and cultural transformation. Another team reflected on the boredom and weariness expressed by Cuban youth and addressed their search for awakening. Together, they created a performance piece in the lobby of ISD, music, a projected rainbow of colors, dancing silhouettes reflected on the iconic heart-shaped sculpture created by the beloved Cuban artist Jose Marti. A third team built an oversized megaphone that hung from the balustrade of the top floor of ISD's building and onto the central courtyard. Theatricalized by virtue of its size alone, this was a piece that invited the issues raised were remarkable. Fresh eyes everywhere, real connection with new community, hope for the heart, hope for the soul, hope for the future. Finally, I will speak about a project of one of our graduates, Philip Costic, who happens to be today's recipient of the Student Leadership Award. He will be addressing us in just a few minutes when he receives his well-deserved recognition, and you will be struck, no doubt, as I am, by his formidable mind, his gentle heart, and his unmatched kindness. Philip has created a most amazing piece. It is there to experience today, should you choose, in the 870 building of our South Campus. It is a VR immersion into his exploration of male fantasies of masculinity. He does so in playful engagement with the sliding signifier of the cowboy of the Western frontier. I had the experience of seeing it a few days ago. That's right, you can see the goofy picture of me. Total dork, but proud president. And we have some video captures we're about to show, unfortunately limited in this 2D context without the music, of course, but hopefully it'll tempt you to see more. Philip's questions took him to Robert Smithson's land art movement of the 60s, and simultaneously to the stylized theatricality of American musical comedy. In the all-encompassing VR environment, we witnessed land art and virtual space, soil, rock, boulders, logs and branches in hilarious encounter with the dancing American cowboy. It is as much a send-up of the Marlboro Man as it is an homage to Rodgers and Hammerstein's In Costic's virtual domain, the digital land springs forth campfires, Stetson hats, bridges and cabins, flying debris, flying horses, flying cowboys, skateboarding through the sky. Philip's friend Roger Halloway composed the songs our very own Philip sings. The music surrounds at every moment. I had a great conversation with Philip after experiencing his piece, and again, I was struck by the power of the questions behind the work, in this case, the moving horizon of American male identity. And he chose the VR form not just to dazzle, though believe me, it does do that, but to immerse the viewer in the question itself. It's virtual and pure theater all at once. He's not interested, he confessed to me, in addressing the issue from the outside. He wants us to be in the middle of it, to participate fully in a journey of self-discovery with our cowboy friend, and VR makes that possible. It radically changes the gaze. You are in the work, plunged in his skillful animation as you trigger a song and a scene. But as much as you are in it, you are still conscious all the while of being the spectator from without. Intellectually, you are standing on a simple platform. Somatically, you are in a virtual land art American musical world. The collision is the experience. Accommodating contradiction, fear and expression, uncovering the authentic self, seeing with fresh eyes, anxieties of change, reverberation of voice, cliched identity in new space. That's what I witnessed in these projects. That is the opening to the creative imagination, and that kind of learning, that kind of work is to me generative of great hope. I'm compelled to leave you then with this astonishingly lovely poem I found recently, which is written by Victoria Stafford. I think it crystallizes what we need to celebrate today, especially in this turbulent moment. I heard it first read by the Venerable Parker Palmer, and it is called The Gates of Hope. Our mission is to plant ourselves at the gate of hope. Not the prudent gates of optimism, which are somewhat narrower. Not the stalwart, boring gates of common sense, nor the strident gates of self-righteousness, which creak on shrill and angry hinges. People cannot hear us there. They cannot pass through. Nor the cheerful, flimsy garden gate of everything's going to be all right, but a different, sometimes lonely place, the place of truth-telling about your own soul first of all, and its condition, the place of resistance and defiance, the piece of ground from which you see the world, both as it is and as it could be, as it will be. The place from which you glimpse not only struggle, but the joy of the struggle, and we stand there, beckoning and calling, telling people what we are seeing, asking people what they see. And so to you, graduates of fall 2016, this is a moment of great calling. The world clamors for you, for the creative imagination, for what you know how to do. May you have the strength to speak from that piece of ground from which you see the world. It gives us hope. Let it dance you to the end of love. Thank you and congratulations. Okay, I'd now like to introduce the educational leadership of ArtCenter, as well as some special guests who are with us today. Please stand when I call your name. The chairman of ArtCenter's Board of Trustees, Bob Davidson. He's joined in the audience by fellow trustee Doug Boyd, Sam Mann, David Martin, and Molly Morgan. On stage, today's graduation speaker and recipient of our Lifetime Achievement Alumni Award, Michael Reese. Vincent Zhang, president of ArtCenter Student Government. Fred Failau, our provost. Ray Kiraliko, associate provost of Student Affairs and dean of students. Wendy Adest, chair, integrated studies. Mariana Amatula, vice president, design matters. Ann Field, chair, illustration. Guillaume Aretos, chair of entertainment design. Gary Goldsmith, chair, advertising. Nick Hoffermas, chair, graduate and undergraduate graphic design. Maggie Henry, chair, interaction design. Karen Hoffman, chair, product design. Still giving those easy A's as she is. Yeah. Dennis Keeley, chair, photography and imaging. Tom Nechtel, chair, fine art. Ross Lamana, chair, graduate and undergraduate film. Jane McFadden, chair, humanities and sciences. David Makarski, chair, graduate and undergraduate environmental design. Andy Ogden, chair, graduate industrial design. Stuart Reed, chair, graduate and undergraduate transportation design. Jason Smith, chair, graduate art. Dana Walker, managing director, public programs. And Jeff Wardle, executive director, graduate transportation systems and design. Please join me in a warm round of applause and acknowledgement of their influence and leadership. I would also like to recognize another vital group of individuals whose daily contributions are at the heart of the educational process. Without the fine faculty of ArtCenter, the caliber of work produced by our students would not be possible, and we owe them our gratitude for their dedicated efforts in the classroom. Would all current and former ArtCenter faculty please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause in acknowledgement of our faculty and their crucial contribution to the educational process. And now, in a continuing with an ArtCenter tradition, we would like to recognize and welcome those of you who have traveled from afar to be with us here today, and we ask that you please stand as your friend or family member's name is called.
Jui Shea is joined by her mother and father from Taipei, Taiwan. Yiran Yuan is joined by family from Jiangsu, China. Silvana Burns Salinas celebrates today with her parents from Mexico City, Mexico. Alan Tsai is joined today by his parents from Taipei, Taiwan. Calvin Kurniawan's parents are here from Surabaya, Indonesia. Stephanie Contreras enjoys the day with her aunts, uncles, and cousins from Tijuana, Mexico. Ryan Chi Che Hong celebrates today with his mother, father, and brother from Taiwan. William Johan welcomes his mother and father from Jakarta, Indonesia. And lastly, Anthony Filippelli is joined today by his parents, step-parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and family friends, all from Calabria, Italy.
The students that she loved. Elise Williams, will you please stand up and let us greet you? There she is. An absolutely magnificent human being, let me tell you. It's important to recognize that all of our graduates today are part of a larger whole of families gathered here, fathers, mothers, grandparents, spouses, lovers, partners, aunts and uncles, sisters, brothers, friends of all kind who have supported our graduates in their journey. This is an important day for you all. So I'd like to ask all the graduates to please stand. And as part of a tradition, will you turn around and now thank them for their support and all that they have done in getting you through this process. To me, yeah, thanks. Thank you. All right, now I'll give you a quick overview of our program this morning. We will begin with the presentation of our Student Leadership Award, followed by remarks Student Leadership Award, right?
Thank you, Lauren. Good morning, everyone. Each semester, a committee of ArtCenter students, faculty, and staff presents the Student Leadership Award to a graduating student whom they feel is most deserving of that singular honor, not only because of an impressive portfolio or resume, but also for being a remarkable person, someone who is as interested in sustaining human connections as much as in making great art and effective design. The number of recommendations submitted grows larger every semester. It is indeed very heartening and quite humbling to know that there is so much remarkable leadership in our community that is being recognized. Among the nominees this term were students who had worked as teaching assistants or employed elsewhere on campus, people who had contributed to communities and organizations near and far, and students who took the initiative to create networks for other creative people where none had existed before. Among such a field of talent and effort, one person emerged rather significantly. His nominators offered much praise, such as saying that he has the sheer energy of at least a dozen people. They thanked him for his work as an orientation leader, something he did for 6 out of his 8 semesters here. Several highlighted his very significant involvement with ArtCenter student government. Others pointed out his value as a change agent who helped create and helped teach a new course on virtual reality. They also identified his skill as a presenter at ArtCenter TEDx. Still others commented on his involvement with clubs on campus, and a few people just wanted to acknowledge how cool and genuinely friendly he is, with human interests ranging from virtual reality to the fun realities of work, intellect, inspiration, and curiosity. As difficult as it was for that committee to sift through so many powerful, wonderful nominations, this student's personal commitment to contribute to the college was a decisive factor that was perhaps as impressive as his stature. So please join me in congratulating the Fall 2016 Student Leadership Award honoree from Fine Art, Philip Costic.
Thank you. So growing up, I think I had an understanding of leadership that was really far removed from myself. Leaders were always taught to me in grade school as people who led great battles, signed doctrines, and changed the lives of large groups of people. I therefore couldn't identify as that because I didn't find myself in that position ever, nor would I ever see myself doing any of those things. Now, this is obviously a really extreme example, and I don't think I full-heartedly only understood leadership in these regards. But the idea of a leader was very distant from something that I could identify with. Now, fast forward to the spring of 2015. I just moved out of my mother's house, and I was living in a Highland Park apartment with my first roommate and really great friend, Andy Huang, who's graduating today as well. I'd never paid for anything like rent before. I'd never have to sustain myself and figure out how to eat outside of my mother's cooking. So this was a really difficult time, as you can imagine. And at the time I was taking a class called Mid-Program Review, which is a fine art class, which is a basically pass or fail. And if you pass, you can move forward. If you fail, you have to retake some more classes. I was trying to make a video game because naturally in a pass or fail class that determines your near future, creating something that I've never done before was the best idea you could have. I just spent the last 2 days nonstop trying to get something to work in a program that was really tiny but really important, and I couldn't get past it. And I was learning this program in the past 5 weeks over nothing but YouTube tutorials. Andy was sitting right behind me the entire time, teaching himself another software through nothing but YouTube tutorials and getting us past it with podcasts of Duncan Trussell and Joe Rogan. So to sort of summarize this image, you have two 22-year-olds sitting at their desks in a tiny bedroom for 2 days straight, nonstop learning softwares with 40 tabs of YouTube tutorials open, sitting on piles of Jack in the Box. At one point, Andy turned around and offered to help me by making some of the 3D models for my project to take the load off because he noticed that I was stressed. So the long-drawn image of two college students struggling in their bedrooms trying to learn software and trying to get through college, followed by this really succinct conclusion of Andy just offering a helping hand, is to illustrate that that was a moment that I realized that leadership might be something that manifests itself in some of the smallest gestures. The moment in the middle of what felt like hell, Andy offered a helping hand just because he wanted to. So my experience at ArtCenter has been a network of moments like this. It's really quickly in our time here that we realize we are all in the same boat together, no matter what major we're in. And it's largely through this network of friends and roommates that we're able to get to this point that we are in today, sitting in this chair graduating. Examples of these gestures, I think, are the meta scaffolding of ArtCenter. There are many platforms centered around helping students, both intellectually and through skill sets, in every facet of the school, and they're all student ran. There are clubs like Open Discussion, which is a club that was started by my great friend Austin Redmond, who is also graduating today. This club provides a space for a critical dialogue outside of a classroom and continues the conversation with friends and anyone who's really invited. I recently learned of a thing called SketchHelp, which is a sketching tutoring system for people that are needing help with their Viscom homework that is also ran entirely by students. There's TAs that go out of their way to run weekend workshops for free for their friends because they notice that some people might need help with some software issues. There's always instructors that find themselves at 12 a.m. the night before a final is due, helping their students make sure that their presentations are ready for the next morning. In fact, as I was writing this speech at 8:70 at 2 a.m. last week, A student was walking around helping other students in the labs with their Illustrator homework, not because she had to, but just because she was able to. I think that it's safe to say that every day that I've been at school, the narrative that I'm proposing of students helping each other out just because, not because they're expecting anything in return, has played itself out nearly every day. So with this opportunity, I'd like to acknowledge every leader in the room this morning. If anybody on the stage, as well as in the crowd, has ever experienced any of these things that I'm going to mention, I would ask you to please stand and accept this award with me. If you've ever been a part of a club in any capacity, a president, a member, just been involved in a club, if you've stayed late to keep your peers company, took a friend out to lunch, that's right. If you've taken a friend out to lunch just because it was a really hectic week, if you've been there for someone who's just having a rough time, carried a friend's supplies to their car, if you've given a friend a place to crash because they live too far away, if you've helped your loved one fund their education, that's you, Mom. If you've given someone a pencil in an 8 a.m. class because no one should be expected to have themselves together and to draw something at 8 in the morning. And most importantly, if you've helped your friend with a project, and I know we all just set up our graduation thesis shows, and I know I would not have been able to do it without help of my friends in every step of the way. So please take a look around and join me in giving you all a round of applause, because without the help of each other, we would not be able to do this together. I'd like to thank you all for this award, and I want to thank you guys for an unforgettable 3 years. Congratulations, class of fall of 2016.
In case I haven't said it enough, go see his work. So now I'd like to invite Mary Louise McGraw to the stage to address her classmates. Mary Louise began her path to ArtCenter through our public programs, taking 5 ArtCenter at Night courses before enrolling in the degree program. Today I'm proud to introduce her as our valedictorian. Mary Louise is graduating from the graphic design department, having maintained an astounding
Good morning. Thank you, Lauren, for the introduction. Well, this is overwhelming. But I realize that feeling of being overwhelmed is actually really rooted in gratitude, because as I stare out from this place, I see so many strangers. But those strangers are our families and our friends who are here to celebrate this day with us. They have supported us, endured our frantic schedules, and cheered us on, traveling sometimes thousands of miles away to be with us today. And that being overwhelmed with gratitude is also for our administration and our faculty, who, besides faithfully raising tuition every year and sending us 50 emails a day, have shared with us their time and their treasures to help us achieve our dreams, to get into these seats today, oftentimes going way beyond the responsibilities that they get paid for. And the gratitude, like Phil was saying, of those other students who are sitting to the right and left of each of you, without whom we wouldn't have gotten here today. And even if we could have achieved these projects and final outcomes, it wouldn't have been as fun. So we have a lot to be proud of today, and even more to be grateful for. But that word be, we're gonna, okay, show me hands who has been asked here what they want to be when they grow up. Okay, so most people, right? Kian Ansari, where are you? There's Kian. Guys, Kian wanted to be an astronaut. Obviously, that didn't work out. Calculus was really hard. But today, actually, I have his business card, and he's a graphic designer. And David Lopez is a photographer. And Joe Lombard is a filmmaker. And each one of us is going to walk across this stage today and receive a diploma. And it's going to have one of these beautiful labels we worked so hard for. But we also have to face the temptation of feeling secure in that label. We've worked so hard that the uncertain world that we're going to leave here and face today, that label will offer us a sense of control and security. And that control that we've been so good at having in ArtCenter over our projects and our timelines and our schedules, that control can lead us to focus on perfection and productivity rather than maybe sometimes what's more important. So there's this temptation to confuse who we are with what we do. This past fall, I went on a self-initiated research project to Cuba, and I researched the shit out of this project. Because, we're good ArtCenter students, right? And I prepped, and I sent emails, and I researched, and I knew exactly the point of my project. Work. And I was walking the streets our second day there and thinking in my head, oh God, what am I going to do? Help me. I'm failing, and I'm going to go back to the States, back to ArtCenter, and have nothing for this project. And as we were turning the next corner, this elderly lady was standing on her stoop, and she waved to us and asked us to come forward and talk with her. And one thing led to another in this conversation, and she invited us in out of the hot sun and into her house for some coffee. And completely losing sight of the fact that she was going to make us coffee, she took us on a tour of her little home. And she took us into the bathroom and pulled aside the shower curtain and showed us where she takes a bath. And she showed us the water buckets where she stores the water for the days that they don't get running water in the house. And she took us into her room and opened up her closet and showed us her nightgowns. And also the tub of icy hot she keeps on her shelf to rub on her shoulders at night when she's watching TV. It was pretty intimate. And then eventually we sat down and had coffee with her fancy coffee cups that are reserved only for guests. And we got to talk about what it was like to grow up with Fidel and to be in Havana where neighbors are helping neighbors make ends meet and enjoy life. About an hour passed and we were getting ready to leave, and as we were about to step out of the door, she grabbed my friend's arm, looked us both straight in the eyes, and said, "Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here because it gets lonely. People get so busy. They have so many things to do, and they're running around and trying to make a living for their family, or going out to the clubs to dance, or go to their jobs, and everyone kind of forgets about me. No one has time to just have coffee." We're going to leave these doors today and go into a very messy and uncertain world where everything we plan, the dream jobs we want, the perfect projects we slave over, may not go our way. And in the middle of that failure, I hope you can remember Anita and remember the beauty of being open to the little miracles that you have no control over. Those people who are there, who may not be your bosses or your mentors or that TEDx speaker, but just the normal people you encounter every day who remind you of the gift that you are in and of yourself, not only what you do. We've put our time and our dedication into learning our crafts and honing our skills, which is incredible, and we have so much to celebrate today. But maybe learning how to perfect the curves of that automobile, or creating that wonderland that has till now just lived in our heads and putting it onto paper or the screen, or bringing light of hope into places of injustice, maybe those talents that are listed on our business cards are also complemented by things we've been learning that could never be quantified or listed on a label. Maybe the most valuable talent we've learned here from the teachers who have stayed late to help us and go beyond their responsibilities, for the classmates who have had the same deadlines and stress and still had time to help us with our own projects. Maybe what we've been learning aren't just our talents, but what we can be for one another. And our responsibility as creatives in shaping culture isn't just what we do and do really well. It's who we are and who we are for one another. So congratulations today, and thank you so much for sharing this journey with me.
Beautifully done, thank you. And congratulations on your incredible achievement. And now the Alumni Awards are an annual recognition bestowed by the college and the Office of Alumni Relations with input from students and faculty, staff, and our global alumni community. To begin the presentation of the Alumni Awards, I'd like to invite Karen Hoffman to the stage to present the Young Innovator Award. Karen?
Thank you, Lauren. So the Young Alumni Innovator Award recognizes notable professional or creative innovation bestowed on a recent alumnus in the past 10 years. I'm honored to share a few words about our recipient of this award, Jessie Kawada. Jessie attended ArtCenter in 2006 studying illustration and took those skills with her into product design. As her fascination with the sciences grew and her NCED MBA Study Away program, sharpening her innovation and strategy skills. And just 5 years ago, when Jessie was rocking across the stage to get her diploma, she also was the recipient of the Student Leadership Award in 2011. Brave, courageous, tenacious, ambitious, devoted. These are some of the attributes our faculty and colleagues use to describe Jessie. One of her most influential professors, Heidrun Mumperdrum, states, "As a student, Jessie always looked beyond what you were teaching. She never said, yes, but." Rather, she said, yes, and. Jessie is inspired by, not thwarted by science. She has a wonderful imagination, and little did we know that her grad show animation of a ship sailing in a heavenly sea was an illustration of the career she's discovering new insights and exploring opportunities. And that describes exactly what Jessie is doing today as lead creative strategist and lead industrial designer for NASA JPL's Innovation Foundry, where she creates strategies for brainstorming new Earth and planetary missions, spacecraft mission concepts, and leads human-centered design initiatives. Jessie also leads early mission operational experience and architecture studies, as well as spacecraft design and robotic design strategies. Pretty cool stuff, Jess. Not only is JPL benefiting from having Jessie on board, pioneering future missions, ArtCenter is too. She serves as a design ambassador inside of JPL's science and engineering-driven organization, recently initiating a NASA JPL ArtCenter Product Design Forum, enabling her colleagues to experience the design process as a tool for innovation. Jessie is the catalyst for a creative alliance between art and design and science, making it possible for our students to work at JPL and NASA, and including a former astronaut. To have feedback from astronauts is pretty cool. Just this last week, our students presented their concepts for life on Mars to a room full of engineers and scientists at JPL, thanks to Jessie's facilitating. And those projects are now on display in our gallery, which you can take a look at hopefully later today. Jessie also dedicates time to teaching an introductory product design course at the ArtCenter for Teens program, inspiring the next generation of design explorers. We are all very grateful for Jessie's passion and vision to bring our worlds together. So Jessie, where are you? Get up here. So it is my absolute honor and pleasure to present this award to you, Jessie, as a young alumni innovator for 2016. Thank you for all your work.
I just have a few words to say. Thank you so much, Karen, and ArtCenter. I'm so honored. This award means the world to me. I went to space camp when I was 12, and I did a project on ArtCenter. It's funny thing is what happens to you when you're 12, but I can't remember anything else. I wish I did. But I believe for a company to be innovative, you must have interdisciplinary collaboration, and I don't feel like I would be at NASA JPL if it wasn't for the support, encouragement, mentorship, and partnership of ArtCenter community. But it takes more than a few people to launch a designer into space. And with that, I'd like to give 1,000 thanks to my family, my colleagues, the ArtCenter faculty, the staff, the passionate students who keep the flame alive. And I'd especially like to thank Alumni Relations, Christine Bound, Karen Hoffman, and the product design faculty for helping me to believe in impossible things and for helping me to find that design light in the darkness of space. Lastly, I'd just like to congratulate the graduates. ArtCenter was my launch pad, and now it's yours. They always say the world is your oyster, but why not the universe too? So, thank you.
Now to present our next award, I'd like to invite David Makarski to the lectern. David? Oh, there you are. Come on.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to produce and present here a very short journey of Rob Ball's action after graduating and how he got to ArtCenter. Rob Ball first graduated from UC Santa Barbara in 1974 with a degree in fine arts and art history and a great passion for intaglio printing. He then moved on to San Francisco and continued pushing the boundaries of his work off paper into dimensionality and started doing installations. But while in San Francisco, he found a better fit, a job with the Burdick Group, an industrial design firm where designers were realizing products from steel beam office furniture systems for Herman Miller and conceptualizing exhibitions about the power of creativity. It was here, ArtCenter alumni Bruce Burdick, who happens to be the godfather of environmental design at ArtCenter, and also alumni Andy Kramer and Stephen Hamilton, introduced him not only to the world of exhibition and furniture design, but to real excellence, the value of being the best, going beyond what was expected and what was groundbreaking. For them, design was a way of life. Everything was considered, carefully thought about, absolutely everything. They convinced him to return to school, a place called ArtCenter. He spent 3 years in a program called Environmental Design. His professional life has been centered around mentors and incredible projects. He's worked with ArtCenter alumni Michael Jordan and the exhibition and design with the great exhibition designer Herb Rosenthal, working on designs for the Museum of Tolerance, initial concepts for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the National Holocaust Museum in Washington. He's also worked on an impressive list of organizations, starting with the Huntington Library, along with former faculty member Barton Choi, where they designed the first exhibition for the library. He's also worked on great groundbreaking exhibitions, the Last Great Best Hope of Earth, the largest collection of Abraham Lincoln's manuscripts to be ever assembled. From that point, he's also went on to design Walt Disney Imagineering and worked on a number of exhibitions for visitor amenity projects, heading up the design for Port Discovery and the Biltmore Children's Museum. He's also been involved with quite a few interpretive projects with IQ Magic and BRC Imagination Arts. Rob was actually hired as a part-time instructor in 1989, but it wasn't until a new Studio Abroad program that was developed by Nick Hoffelmas and myself that truly brought Rob on board to ArtCenter as a full-time faculty. And this was a 14-week project that was in Copenhagen, Denmark, for Index, Designed to Improve Life, in 2005. This changed everything for Rob. As transformable as it was for the students and for our college, it was equally impactful for Rob. He saw this as the missing link in ArtCenter's art and design education. From Copenhagen, Nick and I got together some more and started thinking about why not have studios in Berlin, and Rob was our first candidate to lead that. And he basically found his muse in a city. Basically, these student study abroad programs have been defining for our students, for our institution, and for Rob. Rob has led 6 projects for us in Berlin, in addition to other projects that other departments have run. Rob has been invaluable for his contributions throughout the years for undergraduate environmental design projects, instrumental in working with me to develop and define and build our new graduate program over this last 5 years. His work at ArtCenter has been really about his love for environmental design and spatial experience. And we want him to know how much we value and love him at environmental design. Rob Ball, please step up. It's my great pleasure to present you with this award.
Thank you.
I will only say a few words, only to say thank you and to thank all of the and fantastic people who have been with me along this journey, and also to acknowledge my colleagues and friends, my fellow faculty, who I really truly share this award with, who has also have been with me throughout all of this time at ArtCenter. And then I also want to welcome and congratulate you graduates, because now you're one of us, and you will join another 20,000 of us that are around the world. Your hard work and dedication and everything that you guys have been working for now is now shared with these other people that are around the world, that wherever you go, you can call and check in with us to remember the shared experience and to help you along the way. So not only do we say goodbye to you for this phase, but we also say welcome back with all of the alumni and your family that will always be with you with ArtCenter. So congratulations.
Yay, Rob. And now, the Alumni Award for Lifetime Achievement recognizes a lifetime of professional and creative activity. Michael Reese graduated with distinction from the Product Design Department at ArtCenter in 1974. It was his second undergraduate degree, having already received a BS in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Texas in Austin. He served on ArtCenter's Board of Trustees for nearly 10 years, from 1999 to 2008, and he provided extraordinary leadership in that capacity and gave generously to support faculty enrichment and the expansion of our South Campus. You will see from a video he has prepared the spectacular arc of his career and of the many astonishing accomplishments of his life. So I will leave the biographic piece to what is coming in a few minutes. I simply want to express to you at this juncture the quality, human being, that is Michael Reese. Rarely have I found a man more graceful in his generosity or more elegant in his creative achievement. As I have grown to know him, I am moved by his passion for this college and by his unswerving belief in what the world of design can achieve. It gives us all enormous strength. In acknowledgement of Michael's many achievements as a designer, entrepreneur, educator, got to get the picture here. You know? Oh, right here. Yeah. It's all yours.
Well, thank you for those kind words, Lauren. Good morning. It's still morning, I think. Chairman Davidson, distinguished board members, President Buckman, graduates, faculty, staff, ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored and humbled by being selected to receive this prestigious award. The news came as a total shock to me when I got the letter from Lauren, and I want to thank everyone who nominated and voted for me. I also owe my gratitude to all of the amazing instructors and administrators who made my ArtCenter education so very special. ArtCenter has historically drawn from a rich and diverse pool of talent, to make up their staff, and I certainly learned and benefited from their guidance. The person I need to thank the most is my wife, Pam. She's been with me all the way through this journey, through the good times and the tough times, and helped me make my dreams come true. Thank you, Pammy. Please stand. Finally, I want to thank my daughter, Shelley, who's here today, who tolerated a father who worked too hard and traveled too much, and used to slip notes on my drawing table saying, "Dad, you do too much design." Thanks, Shelley. David and Shelley, please stand. And now, class of 2016, I say congratulations. You are an amazing group. I've seen your work in the galleries. I think you're an exceptionally talented class, and the sky's the limit for you. And you're probably asking, who on earth is Michael Reese? You can't find me on Google. I don't tweet. I'm not on Facebook, and I'm not LinkedIn. I'm hopeless, right? In fact, during most of my career, Reese Design flew under the radar. Career path as they did mine. So without further ado, if we can dim the lights and roll the video, I'd like to show you a short story of my life. My fascination with design and engineering began when I was a child growing up in the oil patch of East Texas. After World War II, my father purchased several Army surplus shop machines, and I grew up playing My neighbor, Darwin Hawthorne, showed me the model sports car he was building for the 1960 Fisher Body Craftsman's Guild competition sponsored by General Motors, and then showed me ArtCenter's 1960 catalog, and suddenly my fascination with design turned into a commitment. I entered models in the 1961, 62, and 63 Fisher Body competitions, winning both state and regional awards. Then in 1964, at age 16, I received a telegram inviting me to the 64 convention in Detroit. My model was a 12-scale sports car I named the Viper, which featured elevated tail lights for improved rear brake light visibility and aero lenses covering the headlights to lower drag. The FBCG competition provided an amazing springboard for young designers and engineers for decades. When the national scholarship winners were announced, my model car won a scholarship award, and our models traveled to the 1964 New York World's Fair as part of GM's exhibit. While at the convention, GM's assistant head of styling at the time, Chuck Jordan, gave me advice which proved to be of great importance for my education and career. He recommended that I first get an engineering degree before studying design at the ArtCenter, and I took his advice all the way to Austin, Texas. After graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Texas, I married my sweetheart, Pam, and went to work for General Dynamics. While at GD, I was a design engineer working on the F-111 fighter jet and the passenger door mechanism for the DC-10. While working at General Dynamics, my wife and I saved enough money to get me through 4 semesters at ArtCenter, majoring in product design. The inspiration for my senior project came during a visit to our doctor's office. As the nurse took my weight with the physician balance beam scale, I thought there had to be a better way, and that's when I had the idea for an electronic scale. My design development started with a single standalone scale and evolved into a system of scales for a number of medical applications. By separating the weight sensors from the display units, the weight sensors could easily be placed in an incubator to monitor newborn weight fluctuations and feed data to the display units located anywhere in the room. For future applications, I envisioned the weight sensors sending wireless messages to wristwatches and other electronic devices. After graduation from ArtCenter, I accepted a professorship at Georgia Tech teaching industrial design in the College of Architecture and negotiated a design consulting agreement with Texas Instruments. And that's when I started my design consulting business, Reese Design. TI was my first client, and I was assigned the project to create the first electronic educational product for children. Working closely with TI's engineers, my concept for the little professor quickly progressed from thumbnail sketch to prototype to market. Last I heard, over 100 million units were sold worldwide. For a year and a half, I consulted for TI while teaching at Georgia Tech, but soon decided to move back to Austin and devote full time to my new business. My work at Texas Instruments was exciting and groundbreaking because TI was entering a consumer electronics industry that was in its infancy. We were creating new products for markets that had not existed before. Our first handheld calculators offered engineers and scientists a faster and more accurate replacement for the slide rule. While consulting for TI, I honed my conceptual skills as each week I presented hundreds of ideas to TI's development team. I also worked with a team of engineers to develop TI's digital LED watches, and I innovated TI's first flexible plastic sports watch in my studio. My watch projects included men's and ladies' watches, as well as point-of-purchase display and designs for TI's trade show displays. Slowly, I grew my business and expanded my staff. I evolved from a freelance designer to a bona fide industrial design firm with a number of new clients. But little did I know at the time, the most amazing opportunity of my career was yet to come. As a result of referrals from then ArtCenter's president, Don Kubley, and the iconic car designer and educator, Strother McMahon, I got the opportunity to design the interior for a private Boeing jet owned by Techniques Avant-Garde. At the time, I had no idea there were planes flying with bedrooms, living rooms, and master bathrooms equipped with showers and bidets. But I was confident that we could do it, and we aggressively attacked and achieved a huge learning curve. For me, new design parameters included aircraft interior structural issues resulting from sudden decompression, fuselage movement, and weight and balance, selection of lightweight materials that would pass FAA burn test, and systems integration with the Boeing airframe. We started in 1977 with an empty fuselage, and 1 year later delivered an FAA-certified flying apartment to our very happy client. And that's when our aircraft business took off. We delivered one of our most innovative interiors in 1984 after an 18-month conversion. Our client wanted a cutting-edge, contemporary interior for his DC-8-73. He wanted a starship. My staff and I conceptualized the interior for 4 months and proposed the use of holograms, fiber optics, and unique AV features for the interior. After finalizing the deck plan for this stretch DC-8, we began to detail the interior. A cozy lounge transformed into a dining room for 4. The Grand Salon featured a coffee table with a monitor wired to a camera located in the belly of the aircraft. We dubbed this feature the eye of the interior because it allowed for two. A custom-made ultra king-size bed was located in the master bedroom. I'm proud to say that over the years, all of our aircraft projects were delivered on schedule and mission ready, completely outfitted with amenities including dinner service, linen, galley appliances, and accessories. We developed relationships with companies worldwide that fabricated, installed, and certified our interiors, and other companies that produced our custom-designed amenities. But I'm most proud of how my firm created interiors for our clients that not only exceeded their travel expectations, but were certified by the FAA and in no way compromised the flight dynamics and the safety of their particular aircraft. And over a 21-year period, with a diversity of clients that span the globe, Reese Design gained an international reputation in the field of private aircraft. After 22 intense years, staff, and we have funded ArtCenter's Nucleus Fund. From 1999 to 2008, I served on ArtCenter's Board of Trustees. During that time, I supported the college's development of the South Campus and served as head of several committees. I completed a lifelong dream when I designed and built my bespoke 911 Porsche Speedster. Its lightweight carbon fiber body and the 407 horsepower engine yield performance stats comparable to today's supercars. And I'm proud to say that it won the Designer's Choice Award at ArtCenter's 2015 car show. Pam's and my most recent project is our lodge in Colorado. Designed and engineered more like an aircraft than conventional architecture, it was constructed in Texas, trucked to Colorado, and the panelized components were assembled on site by our Texas builder, cutting our construction time in half. During the past 18 years, I have also completed a number of personal projects, ranging from numerous art projects to architecture. Today, Pam and I devote much of our time and resources to environmental issues and land conservation. In coalition with the Nature Conservancy and adjacent landowners, we have placed our land in conservation easements and have consequently As a young boy growing up in the oil fields of East Texas, I never could have imagined the journey my passion for design would take me. But I want to express my most sincere gratitude to ArtCenter for being a pivotal part of that journey, for the opportunities that the college has afforded me, Thank you. Graduates, I suspect you're wondering what life after graduation from ArtCenter will bring. Well, I don't have a magic formula, sorry. When I had graduated from ArtCenter, I had no idea that I would be innovating consumer electronics during the first year out, and I'd be coming up with this little guy. I could not have predicted that I would create a design firm that would achieve international recognition for aircraft interior design. And I certainly never dreamed I had a conservation bone in my body. But here I am today. So I have a few bits of advice. They're pretty basic, based on my career and my life's experience. First, take one step at a time and continue to work harder than anyone else, which you're very good at. Never compromise quality, and never, never give up. Build relationships. They are your way to give and receive career-changing opportunities. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, but be darn sure you learn from them. Thomas Edison said, "I haven't failed, I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Take risks, but always have a backup plan. And last, don't make the mistake I did. Give back early. Don't wait until the end of your career to give back. Pick a nonprofit. Select a charity. Find a cause that resonates with you. Your innovation, communication, and problem-solving skills uniquely qualify you to be change makers, to be powerful forces for good in our society. So be proud, get out there and build your careers, make a difference, and leave here knowing that so far you've given it your best, but also leave here knowing that the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and congratulations to all our Alumni Award recipients. We appreciate you, what you've done, your accomplishments, and having you with us today as part of the ArtCenter family. Now, I'd like to introduce Bob Davidson, Chair of ArtCenter's Board of Trustees, who will officially initiate the procedure for awarding degrees to our graduating students. Bob?
I want to extend a special congratulations to Michael and Pam Reese for all the great work that you do. We really appreciate it. Glad that you're here today with us, and congratulations on all your success. On behalf of my fellow trustees, it is a great honor for me to be here with all of you today to take part in this special occasion. For the graduates sitting here in front of us, this ceremony represents an important celebration that marks a formal end of your educational experience here at ArtCenter. The board and I recognize that what you have accomplished in being here today is noteworthy and deserves our highest regard. We hope that the knowledge and experience you have gained at ArtCenter will serve you well as you pursue your professional careers. On behalf of the board, I want to express our warmest congratulations to each of you. We look forward to following your future achievements as alumni. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The conferral of degrees. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the conferral of degrees with graduate art.
Good morning. My name is Jason Smith, and I'm currently the chair of the Graduate Art Program at ArtCenter. It gives me great pleasure to present Nathaniel Anchetta, Grad Art's newest alumnus. Congratulations, Nathaniel. Nathaniel's thesis show, The Passive Participant, is a critical examination of the categories of spectatorship and participation as they function or used both in contemporary art practices and in contemporary urban, commercial, and cultural contexts. His show, which is both an immersive environment and a pointed polemic, is currently on view at 950 South Raymond. Congratulations, Nathaniel.
Graduate film.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ross Lamanna, Chair of Undergraduate and Graduate Film, and it's a distinct honor to present our candidates for Master of Fine Arts in Film. We're going to start with Fabian Collis. Fabian attended the University of Sussex, majoring in English Lit and Film Studies. At ArtCenter, he focused on directing and producing music videos, commercials, and narrative projects, graduating with a GPA of 3.919. His short, Roxy, has screened at festivals worldwide. After graduating, Fabian will produce several projects in Los Angeles and also direct a short film in his native Luxembourg. Congratulations, Fabian. Julian Flores. Julian attended Cal Poly Pomona and studied political science. He planned on getting a law degree before deciding to come to ArtCenter. Good move. Here he concentrated on directing and writing with some cinematography thrown in. He co-directed the wildly popular Acid Rain music video, which screened at South by Southwest, and he also directed the PSA Put the Guns Down, which was featured on Pasadena Now. Julian plans on a career in both television and film. Congrats. Ariel Navarrete Spawn. There he is. They had him out of focus here. All right, Ariel attended the University of Advanced Technology in Tempe, Arizona, double majoring in video game, art, animation, and digital video production. At ArtCenter, he pursued his passion for storytelling and world building by dramatizing the connectivity between humans and by mixing his uniquely stylized commercial aesthetic with poetic imagery. Emboldened by his multiple awards for his spec commercials, Ariel has now co-founded his own production company, Paranoia Productions. Congratulations, ma'am. Rahat. Rahat Majahan received his Bachelor of Mass Media from St. Xavier's College in Mumbai, India. Yeah, at ArtCenter, which is actually here, he focused on directing, and his first feature short film happened to be nominated for a Student Academy Award. In partnership with filmmaker Amit Dutta, Rahat is currently setting up a film research institute in India. He's also launching his own production company and is working on his first feature film. Congratulations, Rahat. Guanjay No, there he is. Guanjay is a graduate of the undergraduate film program here at ArtCenter, so we're having a deja step toward his success as an independent filmmaker. Congratulations. All right. Ignacio. Ignacio Sepulveda is a writer-director from Madrid, Spain. After earning 2 degrees and a master's in directing in his home country, he came to ArtCenter's Film to further develop his skills in writing and directing. Ignacio's impressive output includes a feature and 8 short films, which were seen in film festivals around the world. His work deals with social issues framed in 2 antithetical genres, thriller and comedy, and it worked. Congratulations, ma'am. Iran received his BA in Communication from Nanjing University of Arts. At ArtCenter, he studied directing and cinematography, completing 3 short films, Cage, Purgatory, and Coyote, and he also worked as an assistant director on 2 feature films while here. Iran just received financing from a Chinese company to direct his first film coming up next year. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Graduate Industrial Design.
Good morning, my name is Andy Ogden, and I have the privilege to chair the Graduate Industrial Design program and to introduce our candidates for the Master of Science in Industrial Design. Zach Buckman received the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Stanford University. His thesis work, titled Bingo, is a new business that helps take the stress out of moving. Smart moving bins and a phone-based user interface allow people to easily model their move and keep track of their belongings. And moving companies can accurately plan and bid on making moves that optimize their business. Please join me in congratulating Zach Buckman. Ariane Fun received the Bachelor of Science in Engineering from Brown University and the Masters of Engineering from MIT. Her thesis work, titled Cohere, offers communities a resilient backup communication network that is especially valuable in the cases of disaster. The mesh network system connects when other communications are down to rapidly let people know if the people they care about are okay, and municipalities are able to see the bigger picture quickly and respond where and when it counts the most. Please join me in congratulating Ariane. Kayoung Kang received the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting and Printmaking from Ewha Women's University. Her thesis work, titled Glow, is a smart mirror-based system that lets people make the most of the important time they spend each day when their own reflection is in view. Please join me in congratulating Kayoung Kang. Catherine Jean Maloney received the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering from the George Washington University. Her thesis work, titled Align, is a business that begins by offering a home product that produces electrical impulse therapy and relaxation media to address episodes of lower back pain. and then grows over time to help people to track and correlate multiple lifestyle factors to help them understand and manage their back pain at the source. Please join me in congratulating Catherine Jean Maloney. Thank you.
Graduate Transportation Systems and Design.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Wardle. I direct the Graduate Transportation Systems and Design program. And if I'm shaking a little, it's not because I'm nervous, but it's really cold up here on the stage. So it's my pleasure to present to you 3 candidates for the Masters of Science degree in Transportation Systems and Design. Nurbe Agrawal. Nurbe joined the Graduate Transportation Systems and Design program with a Bachelor's of Technology degree in Mechanical Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology in Roorkee. For his thesis project, Nurbe developed a comprehensive, user-driven data aggregation platform which aims to significantly help in the planning of city transportation in his home city of New Delhi, where personal mobility is currently supplied by enormously complex, independent, usually competing and multiple modes of transportation. So please join me in congratulating Nurbe Agrawal. Technology. For her thesis project, Dee developed Hyperfresh, a commuter delivery network that brings local fresh produce to local consumers. It's a thoroughly researched and comprehensive systems-based solution. Hyperfresh helps local farmers, commuters, and consumers. So let's congratulate Dee. And now, Ali Calderam. Ali received his bachelor's degree in product design from Yeditepe University in Istanbul, Turkey, before joining our program at ArtCenter. Based on the Dolmuş system used in Istanbul and other cities around the world, Ali's thesis project proposes a network of on-demand minibuses, which provides a very affordable means of transport for the vast number of minimum and low-wage workers in Los Angeles, whose livelihood depends on Thank you and congratulations all.
We will now begin the undergraduate degree presentation with advertising.
Hi, I'm Gary Goldsmith, Chair of Advertising, and I'm more than pleased to present our candidates for a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I'm actually virtually ecstatic.
Neve Grunfeld with distinction. Debbie Pan with honors. Stephen Allen Pham. Entertainment design.
Hello, I'm Guillaume Aretos. I'm the chair of entertainment design. I'm very proud of this class. Individually, they're wonderful young people, super talented, and they form a great group on top of that. So they're very bonded, very cohesive. I would like to invite the faculty director, Thomas Bertling, and my partner in crime, by popular demand of the students, because he's so helpful every day, all the time, to me and to them, to join me to present the candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Design.
Michelle Boss. Nikita Chan with honors. Gina Chang with honors. Andrew Charlton. Scott Chin with honors. Ryan Hong with honors. Taylor Jansen. Jimmy Kim. David Coe. Jesse Lee. Inkarat Mitanter with honors. Michelle Rhee. Yu Shi with honors. Yan Kai Chen with honors. Environmental design.
Back again. David Makarsky, Chair of Graduate and Undergraduate Environmental Design. And we'll give them a little time to make it to the stage. It is my great pleasure to introduce our candidates for a Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Design.
Ara Bian. Junsup Joseph Chung. Kai S.G. Lee. Rachel Moore with distinction and a Design Matters concentration and a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Marie Stargala with distinction and a Design Matters concentration and a certificate of completion in the Pacific Rim project. Hannah Yu. Film.
Good to see you all again. It's been too long. Anyway, I'm very pleased to present our candidates for Bachelor of Fine Art in Film. This group, grad and undergrad, are just extraordinary, and I'm going to miss them.
Sal Chavez with honors. Walter Diaz with distinction. Jack Foley with honors. Amadou Haruna. Alexander Ibarra. Calvin Kerniawan with honors. Joseph Lombard with honors. Xiao Tian. Rosie Shu.
Thanks.
Fine art.
morning. I'm Tom Nechtel. I'm the chair of Fine Arts, and the faculty and I are very proud of these young artists.
Stacy Kim with honors. Philip Costic with honors. Sarah Lee with distinction. Sulby Lee. Graphic design.
Good noon. I'm Nick Hafamas. I'm chair of graphic design.
Elizabeth May Bidman with a certificate of completion in Study Away Jerusalem. Poppy Chen. April Chung with honors. Gats Choi with distinction. Cece Cressy. Cindy Hu with honors. Richard Zheng with honors. Moon Jane Kim with honors. Yun Young Lee. Lynn Torres Lee with a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Annie Lee with honors. Kevin Liangsi with distinction. Mary Louise McGraw with distinction. Angela Min Chow Nguyen with distinction. Tate Rodemanar with honors. Christian Romo with a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Tammy Sue with honors. William Johan. Illustration.
Good afternoon. My name is Anne Fields. I'm Department Chair of Illustration, and it is my privilege and honor to present the candidates for Bachelor of Fine Art, the major in illustration.
Alexandra Carda. Michelle Chan. Beverly Chen with distinction. Chris Ezra Chen with distinction. Carolyn Choi. Dustin Bear Kroll. Brittany Ray Diamond with distinction. Anastasia Drobiazko. Colin Peter Fleck with honors, a certificate of completion in New Berlin Collective and Study Away London. Margaret Shi Hui Fong. Hannah Hong with honors. Jui Shea. Andy Wong with honors. Yu Chen Jin. Dana Kim. Monica Kim. Will Knight with honors. Clayton Kober. Tiffany Lamb with distinction. San Kyu Lee. Annie Liao with honors. Tony Liao. Che Yu Lin. Brittany Liu with distinction. Natalie Liamos with distinction. Sean McComber. Tyler Joseph Morrison with honors. Shannon Ng. Scott Nihei with honors. Andres Ocampo. Giovanna Maria Pizzaferrato with honors. Kane Rogers with honors. Karina Ashley Ruiz with honors. Alaska Sohn with a certificate of completion in New Berlin Collective. Yoon Sung Song. Christopher Ryan Suhu with distinction. Sunyalit Earth Suwatlakun. Margot Taylor and Patty Cake with honors. Erica Young with honors. Lena Yu with honors. Bella Yu. Interactive design.
Hi, I'm Maggie Hendry. I am the Chair of Interaction Design, and it is a huge honor and privilege to present our candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Interaction Design.
Philippe Ensler. Nicholas Jayanti, with honors, a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project and a Design Matters concentration. Daniel Mai. Photography and imaging. Silvana Burns Salinas with distinction. Aaron Sinclair. Stephanie Contreras. Danny Duarte. Anthony Giovanni Filippelli. Alexander Ho. David Lopez with honors. Jay Park. Yuya Parker with honors. Shannon Rose with distinction. Letienne Zhou. Product design.
Good afternoon. Karen Hoffman, Chair of Product Design. And it is my distinct pleasure to be presenting to you the candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Product Design.
Gio Benigno and Coco. Daniela Cardona with a certificate of completion in the INSEAD program and a Design Matters concentration. Mochi. Judy Chu. Jeremy D'Ambrosio. Sam Julius with honors. Daylin Kim. Ming Hung Lin with honors. Sonia J. Louis. Devin Enrique Bijale de Montes with distinction and certificate of completion in the Pacific Rim project. Ting O. Jane Park with honors. Rudy Rummel with honors, a Design Matters concentration and a certificate of completion in the INSEAD program. Alan Sai with honors, a Design Matters concentration and a certificate of completion of the Pacific Rim project. Jade Sao with honors. Tina Tsong with honors. Sean Xian Whalen. Dolly Yu with distinction. Transportation design.
My name is Stuart Reed, and I'm Chair of Transportation Design, and these are the candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Transportation Design, and they are a talented, hardworking group, I can tell you. So,
Isaac Chang. Chase Davis. Tom Hu. Ian Dongbam Kim. Halreem Kim. Hyundong Kim. Mike Youngju Kim. John Joaquin McCarthy. Johan Nanji. Tony Tarantino with honors. Alvin Seng with honors. Zai-Hee Wong with honors. Jun Young Yi. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the end of the graduation ceremony, we ask everyone to please remain seated until all graduates have completed the recessional. After the graduates have exited the auditorium, you can meet them on the plaza. Thank you. And once again, please welcome Dr. Lorne Buckman.
Following the ceremony, I want to invite everyone to visit our grad show on both campuses to see the extraordinary work assembled by this fantastic graduating class. And on that note, it is time for all this to become official, so I can confer your degrees and make you real. So would you all the graduates, please rise. All right, let's do it. Let's make it real here. Ready? And now, on the recommendation of the faculty and on behalf of the trustees of ArtCenter College of Design, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon the fall class of 2016 the degrees issued here today with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California on December 17, 2016. You've done it. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, and that concludes our graduation ceremony.